All right, the number one factor contributing to women saving less for retirement is time out of the workforce. So I want to show you a practical example of what that looks like, time out of the workforce, and how you as a woman can save more for retirement so that you can continue to save for retirement and protect yourself once you get to retirement age. All right, so I have two examples. I've got staying in the workforce for your entire career. And let's go from 25 to 55. Obviously, you can work till 60, 65, but I just wanted to do to 55. Plus, I ran out of room on the board for all the other ages. I need a bigger board. Over here, we're going to do 25 to 55, and we're going to have time out of the workforce for whatever that might be, okay? So let's do some simple math. So we're 25 years old. We have $0 saved for retirement. So this is our retirement savings, and we have zero. We get hired, and we're going to save $5,000 a year in a 401k, IRA, or whatever, and that's not going to change. So we're going to do $5,000 a year every year for 30 years. Now, this is also a great example of compound interest. God's greatest gift outside of Jesus is compound interest. So let's look at how that works. $5,000 a year, we've got zero saved for retirement. We're going to invest for 30 years, and we're going to earn an 8% rate of return over those 30 years. From ages 25 to 55, we'll have $620,983 saved for retirement at 55. Now, if we were to go another 10 years, we'd have $1.2 million saved for retirement doing the same thing. Now, over here, from ages 25 to 55, we're going to do some time out of the workforce, and we're only going to do 5 years. So I want to show you how 5 years out of the workforce, out of not contributing to a 401k, an IRA, or any kind of retirement savings accounts can hinder your retirement savings. So from ages 25 to 35, we're going to put $5,000 a year into a 401k, IRA, Roth IRA, whatever. We're going to earn 8% rate of return, and we're going to do this for 10 years. So from 25 to 35, we have $72,432. Now, for 5 years, from ages 35 to 40, we're going to be out of the workforce. Now, that could be bearing children, taking care of elderly parents, whatever. 5 years out of the workforce. So no contributions. The money's still invested in the market, so we're still going to earn 8% a year, but there's no dollar cost averaging, no contributing to the IRAs, 401ks, Roth IRAs, retirement savings accounts, whatever. So from 35 to 40, our money grows from $72,432 to $106,426. Again, no contributions. Now, at 40, our kids are old enough to go to school. Our parents don't need taken care of anymore, or we have to hire a nurse or whatever. So from 40 to 55, we're going to stay in the workforce. We're going to go back to contributing $5,000 a year into our 401k, IRA, Roth IRA, whatever. We're going to earn 8% a year. We're going to do this for 15 years. From 40 to 55, our retirement savings is going to grow from $106,000 to $473,361. Now, what's the difference there? Let me just grab my old calculator here and tell you. 620, let's do 620,983. Let's subtract out $473,361. That's a $147,000 difference. So these two numbers here are $147,000 difference just by going out of the workforce for 5 years. All right, so what are 3 things that you can do if you're a woman and you're out of the workforce and you want to save more for retirement? Now, we just went through a really good scenario on how being out of the workforce can lower your retirement savings. So if you want to save more for retirement as a woman and you're staying home taking care of parents or taking care of children and you're married, the first option, a spousal Roth or a spousal traditional IRA. Now, you have to have one person working, you must be married, and there's income limits on irs.gov, but if you are a woman and you're staying home, or a male and you're staying home, and one person in the marriage is working, then you can do a spousal contribution for a Roth IRA or traditional IRA in that person's name who's staying home. So you can continue to contribute for retirement as long as your income limit allows, and allow yourself the ability to stay home with kids elderly parents, or whatever. So that's the first option. The second thing you can do is what I call a freedom fund, a taxable brokerage account. Now, if you're married or if you have a partner and you stay home to take care of kids or parents, just because you don't have a job like a 401k, an IRA, or Roth IRA, or maybe you don't have the option of a spousal Roth IRA or traditional IRA, you can still invest money into a taxable brokerage account. Look at your budget. See if you have any excess leftover funds. Take that money and invest it into a taxable brokerage account. Now, a taxable brokerage account is simply just an investment account in your name. So it could be the Drew Blackston or the Valerie Blackston joint account. It could be a Valerie Blackston individual account. Now, the money can come in, the money can go out. You don't have any kind of regulations or stipulations from the IRS on income limits. You can invest whatever you want, and if you make money, you pay capital gains tax on it. If you lose money, you get a capital loss. You pay taxes on interest and dividends, and then if you need the money, you can pull it out and buy that minivan once you have 3, 4, 5 kids. That's what we did because we had to buy a minivan. I gave up my man card, got rid of my truck, bought a van. What are you going to do? So that's a way that you can continue to save. If you have a spouse that is staying home, use the taxable brokerage account. Now, keep in mind, I understand there are extenuating circumstances. Maybe you are single and you have to stay home and take care of a parent, or you have to take care of children. Really look at your budget, see if there's anything that you can cut out or trim. Remember, $1 saved is better than nothing saved. What I tell people is, do not smite small beginnings. Maybe you don't have $1,000 a month to save and invest. Maybe you don't have $100 to save and invest, but do you have $5? Do you have $15? Do you have $20? You can buy an ETF, a mutual fund, a stock with $5, with $10. You can buy partial shares now. So, even if it's just $1, make sure you're saving, investing, and contributing and protecting yourself in retirement. Now, the third thing you can do if you're a stay-at-home spouse or a woman and you're trying to save more for retirement is if you have any old 401ks, 403bs, TSP plans, roll those out. Roll those out of 401k form, put them into an IRA, put them into a Roth IRA, depending on the tax qualification of where they were at, and put those into low feed ETFs, Vanguard, Fidelity, iShares, Charles Schwab. What you're trying to do is eliminate any unnecessary costs that you may have on those plans and allow yourself the ability to grow without some of those fees. Now, that's not necessarily contributing a bunch of money to your investing accounts, but what we're trying to do is trim away anything that's going to hamper our growth, especially in times of staying home with children or elderly parents, or just being out of the workforce and not being able to contribute to our retirement accounts. So I hope this has helped you. Thank you so much for watching. God bless. Bye-bye.